it seems to be, especially in this age of social media and criticism and everything, that there is just a lot of heaviness.
Well, someone's not having a good week as Rihanna, Sarah. Bella Hadid opened up about a lot of really serious, horrible issues. Now, we sort of knew that Bella Hadid has been open with her anxiety plight. She says she's always nervous. She sort of touched on this in a few interviews before with Vogue and Vanity Fair and the like. But Bella Hadid says that lacking boundaries sexually, physically, and emotionally led her to be abused in a number of unhealthy relationships. Now, Bella Hadid spoke really candidly about her personal and professional struggles in her debut appearance on the Victoria's Secret VS Voices podcast. She learned toxic behaviors like people-pleasing that definitely had a negative impact on her relationship with her mental health. Bella said, quote, "I constantly went back to men and also women that had abused me. So that's where the people-pleasing came in. So I started to have no boundaries, not only sexually, physically, emotionally, but when it came to my workspace. I began to be a people-pleaser with my job, and it was everyone else's opinion of me that mattered but my own, because I essentially was putting my worth into the hands of everyone else that was determined of it." Now, this is really sort of shocking news to hear about all of these sexual boundaries that have been pushed in her life. She is, of course, notoriously dated The Weeknd for many, many years. And she said later in the interview, about her adult relationships, my nervous system would crash. It was like I was fight or flight. Either I would become silent and cry and just go inward, or I would lash out and leave. Now, she said she's in therapy, meditation, and staying off social media to get better. But I couldn't help but read this and think it was just sort of, this is how The Weeknd treated me. And I kept going back to him, and it was very, very toxic, mainly because he was so in love with Selena Gomez, then broke up with her, and then went back to Bella. And it sort of seemed that he wasn't treating Bella like the way that a queen supermodel should be treated.
I kind of took it more. I definitely thought that originally, but then I read a lot of the quotes. Some of it did definitely come off more as like the modeling industry and like some professional relationships that really messed her up. And it like makes me think about like the Hamlin sisters, who like every other day are posting about like anxiety and depression and mental health stuff. And it's just like, damn, like being a model kind of sucks. Like, obviously, like I can't feel too bad for them, these gorgeous women living their best lives traveling, but like it seems to be, especially in this age of social media and criticism and everything, that there is just a lot of heaviness. And then overall with the Hadids in general, I mean, like we saw everything that's happened with Zayn and Gigi. Now we're getting all these quotes about The Weeknd, like, eek. I don't know. I think that it's just it's not great, and maybe everyone's just a little young and needs some growing to do. But interesting that she decided to open up about it so candidly too, because she has been linked so famously to one person. I know she has a new boyfriend now, but when you think of Bella and dating, you think of The Weeknd. So I don't know if that's what she meant or what, but it is definitely interesting.
I don't think it's not what she didn't mean, if that makes any sense.
I'm picking up what you've been down.
Yeah, you are. I feel like models have such a unique perspective on anxiety and mental health and how people treat them, because of all the people I know in my life, it's the models who usually hate their bodies the most, because they go into castings and they're told, no, you're to this. Every day they're put down. People try to use them for their looks and their body. I don't know. It really is sort of a rough gig. I mean, shout out to all the happy models out there. I really hope you can get it, but that they're just not the ones in the news this week.
No.